Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the new Disney Plus terms of service, some of the things that they're sneaking into their terms of service, and some comic book creators actually are freaking out, including Mark Waid, because they are concerned now that if they have a legal dispute with Marvel, they will not be allowed to sue Marvel.
Yeah, but the thing is, you'd think Disney would walk this back after they got busted for this last year with that wrongful death lawsuit, and now they're just doubling, tripling down on it.
Yeah, because I thought, is this an old article? No, this was February 12th. They just sent the new terms of service out. And this actually jives with what we've been seeing, because one of the parts of the new terms of service is that even your ad-free account can still have ads.
And it does, because we pay a lot of money for Hulu, ad-free, live TV. And I've mentioned it many times, the ad breaks are insane. And it doesn't matter if it's a new thing, or it doesn't matter if it's an old thing, it doesn't matter if it's live or not. They keep inserting ads. You pause it, there's ads. I literally wasn't allowed to go back to the main menu on Hulu the other day because it was in the middle of an ad and I decided I didn't want to watch that show. And I went to go back to the menu and it wouldn't let me go to the menu until I watched the ad. And we pay extra money to have ad-free.
They have ads on the pause screens now. If you pause Hulu, it'll have an ad on there. You go to rewind, you have to watch the ads, and the fine print basically says that the ads are on like new content, or there are certain exclusions. So like it's like ad-free asterisks and
full crap. It's on all of it. I've played old stuff with ads. I've played new stuff with ads. I mean, I get live because you're pretty live TV. It all has ads. But so why are you charging people ad-free for higher tiers if you're going to put ads in it anyway? Because at the end of the day, Disney's trying to push everybody to ad-supported because that's where they're making all their money.
Yeah, so let's talk about this. This is it's pretty egregious. I mean, the advertising has been awful lately on the Disney services. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
This actually come from Boing Boing, which somehow still exists.
I forgot all about Boing Boing until you said it earlier. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was still around.
It was a thing like 20, 25 years ago, but yeah, it's still around. New Disney Plus terms of service can force ads on ad-free subscribers, but that's not the worst part. Okay, so this is on February 12th. Disney sent email out to users of their online streaming services announcing a newly updated subscriber agreement. The changes, which affect not only Disney Plus subscriptions, but also ESPN and Hulu, include a particularly curious linguistic interpretation of the words advertising and also free from the email. As we continue to increase the breadth and depth of the content that we make available to you, circumstances may require that certain titles and types of content include ads, even on our no ads or ad-free subscription tiers.
So they're asking for a lawsuit because if you're telling people you're paying more for ad-free, then it better be ad-free. At this point, don't charge people more for it because you're not honoring your end of the deal, and you haven't been for a while.
No. And that's just it. And they do have it in the fine print, because I was reading it before because I'm like, I know we have ad free, and I double checked. I'm like, yeah, supposedly we have ad free, but they're like, oh, well, it excludes live TV and it excludes certain things.
But that wasn't what we agreed to when we signed up.
You say ad free, there's no ads. That's
they said AV Club reached out to them and they said the update only applies to sports and other live events that would have ad space built in anyway. Bullcrap. Bull, you're still charging ads. You're putting ads on ad-free stuff. You've been. I can confirm you've been.
Yeah. They said, so it seems the issue is more of a standard streaming is reinventing cable variety than the words are meaningless and we have no consumer protections anymore category. And that's just it. They're like ad-free is basically fewer ads. They should call ad light or something. And even then it's barely ad light, and it's to the place where, again, you pause Hulu and you're still getting a face full of ads, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
There are some curious changes to the terms of service that might not be so easily smoothed over. Consider this addition from the email. We're clarifying the same arbitration agreement applies to Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu. And that would be the arbitration agreement where if you have any issue with any part of the Walt Disney Company, if you agreed to the terms of service for their streaming, you're not allowed to sue them.
Right, which did not go over well last year, so they're doubling down on it. They're also in trouble for this bullshit with the DAS Pass lawsuit because they were trying to put it in the print that if you agreed to have your to have them assess you for a DAS Pass, that if you to be able to participate in that assessment, you had to agree to waive your rights except for arbitration, except they didn't set up the parameters for arbitration. Nor is it legal for them to be able to do that and say, well, we'll look at you and see if you need a DAS Pass, but we're only going to do it if you agree not to sue us.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. And they're talking about how this first came to light, and that was over the unfortunate death of the woman in Disney Springs. She died because of food allergens, and she supposedly Disney tried to say that she was not allowed to sue. Her husband was not allowed to sue, rather because she had a Disney Plus subscription or something.
Yes, that was ridiculous because as it was kind of. It was kind of weird they were suing Disney to begin with because the restaurant was not owned by Disney. They just rented space in the Disney Springs area. So it really was kind of pushing to sue Disney, but then they just shot themselves in the foot by doubling down on that stupidity. Their lawyers went after them with that stupidity. It got publicized, and then they shot themselves in the foot with that whole thing. And now they're just going to do it again. We'll blow the other leg off while we're at it.
Yeah, right. They said Disney ultimately backed down from this particular legal tactic after a particularly embarrassing publicity backlash. Yet here we are 6 months later, and it seems like the company is not backing down from the tactic entirely, but rather expanding its potential reach.
They keep doing this.
Yeah, in fact, the actual terms of service have been updated to clarify this. Emphasis added, they said, you agreed to resolve by binding individual arbitration all disputes, including any related disputes involving the Walt Disney Company or its affiliates, dispute including any claim, dispute, action, or other controversy, whether based on past, present, or future events, whether based in contract, tort, statute, or common law between you and us concerning the services. And then this bit of clarification, arbitration agreement survival. This arbitration agreement will survive the termination of your relationship with Disney Plus or ESPN Plus or Hulu, including any revocation of consent or other action by you to end your participation in the services of any communication with us. So even if you cancel, even if you cancel 5 years ago, according to Disney, you're not allowed to sue them for anything.
I don't believe this will hold up in court at all.
No,
I really don't think that. I think that the government, well, I won't say the government, but the court systems really need to go look at Disney. They need to look at this and they need to do something about this because they keep sneaking this shit in and they're trying to do it to dissuade people. And of course, arbitration agreement means you're going to go to the arbiter they decide on probably. Are they even spelling it out where it's going? They said, according to the updated terms of service, you can opt out of the forced arbitration clause if you send them a letter by mail within 80 days. Or 30 days.
30 days.
Sorry,
yeah.
I had the screen small. 30 days. So wait, so if you sign up for Disney Plus, now with this new statement, people have had Disney Plus for years, you have to send them a thing within 30 days of signing up.
Yes.
But most people already signed up years ago, so now you're trying to clarify that now. Hell no.
Yeah, they're going to say, well, we gave people an out. We put in really small.
But you can't if you've had it for years and years. It's been past your 30 days.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it's within 30 days of the February 12th notice. So
okay, so everybody get on that. Send Disney a letter.
Well, okay, so this is one of the times I actually agree with Mark Wade, who this is how I found it. Actually, it was on Facebook. Somebody reposted this, and Mark, who has done work for Marvel, which is a subsidiary of Disney. So, of course, he's like, well, wait, I can't sue them for anything. He said, I can't stress strongly enough that this is a red alert for all comic book freelancers. I checked the new Disney terms of service myself. I can vouch this article is 100% real and accurate. As I understand it, if you have a Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, or Hulu streaming account, check out the new terms of service. Item 7G, immediately to verify this for yourself. If you do not send them a physical letter within 30 days, if in the future you have a legal dispute with Disney or any of its companies, including Marvel, you cannot sue them. You'll be forced into arbitration, no exceptions, even if you terminate your streaming account.
I think that won't hold up in court. I don't think it'll hold up in court. I really
don't know. I mean, this is insane.
Send the letter, guys.
Yeah, I might have to
send the letter. We're sending a letter.
I might have to send a letter and just be like, yeah, I would. And you know what they'll do? They'll probably, this is just a get. They'll be like, oh, hey, yeah, we're canceling your Disney Plus account.
Probably. And then if they do, sue. Because
it's like, wait, you gave us an out. You gave us an out. We said no. And then you turned around and, canceled our account or whatever. But the
advertising, sue.
Yeah, I mean, even this is like, this is a lawsuit waiting to happen, the advertising thing, because people are subscribing to ad-free thinking it's actually ad-free.
It hasn't been for a while.
And it hasn't been for a long time. Yeah, so it's this is going to be a huge mess, and they just keep stepping in it like they do not care. They really don't care.
This is a lawsuit waiting to happen because, they keep trying to do this. They keep trying to argue with everything. It already blew up in their face once, and now they're like, oh, it blew over. We're just going to double down on it. And it's like, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no. That's ridiculous. So anyway, we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
7G, guys. 7G, go find the information. Write Disney a letter. Tell them you do not consent to this, and tell them to go pound sand. So I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.